CFNs, I definitely don't get to see it too often. So this is going to be pretty wild. Can YHC-Mochi contain the aggression from Matsu's Kimberly?
Yeah, I mean, you were talking how YHC-Mochi and Todemeshi have been playing Dhalsim the whole time. Matsu56 been playing Kimberly for quite some time as well. Has been one of the players that the Kimberly players would go to try to figure out how to navigate this character. And Matsu he has taken out so many strong players in this tournament already. Mm-hmm. And of course, this is just going to be one of those matchups where when Kimberly gets in on Dhalsim, you know,
it feels kind of hopeless, but that's definitely not the case. That's the thing. It's like you would just put it on paper and kind of feel that way. It's not even close to it. I think Dhalsim does have some excellent choices, excellent ways to kind of navigate around the offensive options that she possesses. Granted, he won't be able to do much without like super if he's trying to rely on a reversal, but I think the movement options just to kind of get out of the way, or at least a side switch, is pretty important to note. Just to get Kimberly off of you. But we'll see whether or not that comes into play. I do like things that Dhalsim does have to play that keep away game. Obviously, the normal is going to be such problems for a good majority of the cast. I think. Do you think Kimberly's one of them? Because she gets to change her jump arc. She gets to jump over limbs as well, having like the elbow drop and also slide as well.
The nice thing about Kimberly is that she does have a lot of these movement options. She can teleport in. You know, she can try to run, slide, and sneak in.
She could just teleport in. That's right.
There's a lot of ways to try to sneak in there. But again, you know, how we've all been talking about this whole entire tournament, how Dhalsim players, after a few years, start getting stronger. One of those reasons I feel like is that, you know, the more you have to kind of wait for other people to get good at their characters, so now you can learn to counter them. And as long as he has the experience against Kimberly, he should be able to navigate all of those, you know, quote, neutral skips, unquote, from Kimberly.
We'll see if that's the case. Again, YHC-Mochi locking in with the Dhalsim. Mats with a very, very impressive run with that Kimberly. Absolutely insane the amount of bodies he's taken down with him on the way over to the top 16.
Yep, they're going through just a button check right now, but again, YHC-Mochi has been playing Dhalsim forever alongside Todemeshi, and I'm sure he wants to avenge his Dhalsim brethren here, wants to get a Dhalsim into the next round, so Matsu may be the victim of that.
That guy earlier looked mad cool. This guy had like a little ascot to him. I forgot what shirt he was wearing, but that guy was styling. But looking at it right now, Matsu, we were talking about like his performance thus far. Man, he essentially came out of nowhere, at least to me on my radar, right? Like taking a look at what he's been doing in CFN and whatnot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I used to check out a lot of what he was doing on CFN. And, you know, it also just comes down to the decision making. He's really, really good at keeping the mix up very, very strong. And so let's see if he can continue this going here.
It's going to be pretty important to get into the quarterfinals. Now spacing himself out rather well. YHC-Mochi, a couple of those limbs to prevent Matsu from going on in there.
Ooh, the crouching heavy punch catching the air attack. Getting the knockdown out of that too, but wake up drill to beat the throw.
Oh, I like that. Getting the knockdown, excuse me. Air-to-air knockdown.
Yeah, and just avoiding the Heeson kick like that with the teleport. Gonna wake up with the super, but YHC-Mochi has not committed to anything yet. Oof.
Looking about with a level 1. Pretty good start for YHC-Mochi.
Dhalsim doing so much damage these days. Has a lot of very, very strong combos if he gets the right starter, and you can see this right now. Matsu, actually I was about to say, Matsu having a little bit of trouble getting in, but then just counter pokes the stand medium punch.
Excellent block against the overhead. That second can, not gonna be causing too much damage. Yes, sir, we do get the perfect parry for the side switch. Mochi going for the float.
Ooh, yeah, the patience, just baiting out the crouching heavy punch, getting the whiff punish. And now checking the run stop as well. The fake meaty gets the throw and the burnout, and here we go. Oh!
More than enough damage. YHC-Mochi is playing Matsu like a fiddle. In this corner, he's had nothing but control. giving Matsu a lot of false senses of security, right? There was multiple times where he tried to anti-air the yoga float, got punished severely for it, started to slowly lose some of that drive gauge too, which caused that situation in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, one of the hardest things about that crouching heavy punch for Kimberly is very, very little horizontal range. So unless Dhalsim is literally right above your head or sticks a limb above your head, it's really hard to hit him.
We'll see if that's going to be the case. Floating on in there. I like that too. Just staying airborne mostly, just in case like something wild comes out. Jesus. Drive rush right into the roundhouse. Again.
Oh, yeah, and trying to sneak in with the run slide. But the scary thing about Dhalsim is he can just stay in the air by floating a long time. Again, see that crouching heavy punch, not having the horizontal range to snipe Dhalsim out of the air, and YHC-Mochi doing a great job again with this zoning.
I'm loving the activity coming in from YHC-Mochi, the amount of control too. Just understanding when and what limbs to place.
And yeah, he's getting all of his mix-ups as well on the offense whenever he's had the opportunity. Finds the slide there, finds the meaty button.
It's looking rather disastrous for Matsu. A whole different shade of the Kimberly that we saw in previous performances, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, the players that Matsu fought before, he was able to go for a lot of crazy shenanigans, you know, would use the Heisen kick, random OD teleports in. But again, the way that Dhalsim floats like this, it kind of takes away a lot of Kimberly's entry options.
Right. Kind of wild to note, again, Matsu was the one that qualified in from Group B, taking down both Punk and Moke. So seeing this kind of difference right now in favor of YHC-Mochi is kind of stunning.
Yeah, but that was a nice hit for Matsu right there. But again, every time that he has managed to get in, you know, he's YHC-Mochi just turns it around really fast. So we just haven't been able to see a lot of the momentum coming from Matsu here. But here we go, finally an opportunity, has the two cans. And yeah, that is considered success with the drive impact out of nowhere. And okay, Matsu getting one on the board here.
I like him willing to go to the DI.
Builds up the double cans as well. Wants to make sure that if he does get the knockdown in the corner, he could make the most of it with the double can setup.
Oh my God, caught him mid-air. Vagabond into level 3. This is an excellent start for Matsu. Game number 3 definitely in his favor. He does have a round on the board as well. This buff, can he make the most of it? Delay on the crouching heavy punch, so unorthodox.
Yeah, good timing on that. And here we go, there's the double can setup. Oh, but YHC-Mochi gets the throw.
Yeah, and that's everything too. We talk about how much defense you have to have as a Dhalsim player, being able to get out of certain situations either via movement or predicting what your opponent's going to do. YHC-Mochi though, on a sliver of life, he can't DI back. Hence why Mats choosing for that strategy, working out tenfold.
All right, so this is a good sign for Matsu here, taking the game and stopping the bleeding here. I mean, frighteningly enough, with as strong as all these players have been, we haven't seen anything like go down to 5-4, you know. It's been, I wouldn't say like completely lopsided, but it's always been like 5-3, 5-2, and 5-0. Even a 5-0, exactly.
Yeah, dude, the ending Walker Minna RP, I cannot believe that actually happened.
Oof. Oh, here we go, yep. Plus frames on that heavy kick. Just using that and stealing turns, but a nice teleport for YHC-Mochi to get out of there.
Ooh. Not even an attempt to go in with an air normal from the second Mats, by the way. Those are like, what, 2 back-to-back empty jumps? 3, possibly? Don't recall.
Yeah, you see they're trying to avoid the anti-airs with that elbow.
Oh my God!
Does find the torso cleaver. That's huge. Oh, but drills out of there and gets out of the corner with the teleport again. Oh. All right, burned out right now. Matsu has to find a way in, and now we're back to classic Street Fighter. Oh my God!
I don't know anything classic about that one, I'll tell you what. My man ran straight at Dhalsim mid-air. Got him with the flip kick.
Oh, nice parry to not get drive impact right there, but he's just gonna do it again.
Why not? Why not, right?
Exactly. so far you've gone for it and you haven't been counter DI'd, right? It's just been like a parry right there, so might as well go for it again.
Yes, sir. I like that. Maximum unk check.
Oh, man.
Oh my God, he's just whiffing. You know what the crazy thing is? Matsu just stood there and watched.
Yeah.
That's some psycho behavior. No pun intended as a Kimberly player.
Oh, man. Yeah, he just stood there and watched. That's the 2 throw whiffs in a row, and he's like, yep.
This dude's a freak of nature, man.
Now.
My man was literally just watching these 2 cans, watching these throws whiffs. He's like, yeah, whiff another one. Right in front of me.
So there we go. Tying it up 2-2 now.
What a beast.
Oh, trade, but that actually was a trade combo from YHC-Mochi because he had the extra hit stun from the drive rush. As you can see here now, YHC-Mochi trying to be maybe a little bit more aggressive, is feeling like the zoning hasn't been working as well. Matsu's been finding his way in, so he's going for the throw loop.
Jesus. All from the initial Yoga Noogie as a punish counter to set him up for the down forward throws multiple times over. I like that. I like that a lot. Roundhouse punish counter.
Yeah,
pretty important start.
Baited out that crouching heavy punch again with that distance. Right. Yes, and see right there, the DRCs from YHC-Mochi trying to stay closer to Kimberly.
Oh. Yeah,
there it is.
Who could blame him for doing it again? Who could honestly blame him for doing it again? YHC-Mochi standing on his staying on guard this time.
Oh, yeah. Trying to snipe with the Bushinkak right there. Not gonna find the hit, and now the tables have turned. YHC-Mochi reclaims the lead 3-2 over Matsu.
It's so scary every time I see Matsu go airborne and YHC-Mochi not really respond with any sort of anti-air. I think he's maybe focusing on the elbow, perhaps, and maybe just reluctant to do an anti-air.
Well, the Tatsu's gonna find its mark over here. It's gonna get the hit with the stand heavy kick. So finally gonna lead to a big combo. Does he go for the double can setup? Yes! Oh no, he just caught him in the middle timing right there, in between the bombs. Can definitely happen if you're not throwing them the instant they get up.
Oh my God, spend the rest of it. Whether it's via normals, via super, as long as it kills. Matsu being able to build up a second bar, bringing it with him into the rest of the set.
Oh yeah, wow, what a tech. What a tech right there from Matsu. Couldn't get in through the drive rush, so immediately tried through the air and then through the slide, and YHC-Mochi read all 3 of those. Back to back to back.
Now, what do you do as YHC-Mochi, right? Like, he's been trying to close out this game, close out this round, I should say. You just kind of keep on the pedal?
Yeah, I mean, so far it looks like he's doing exactly what he needs to do with this round here. Oh, nice, a perfect parry in between the lights. Gonna punish that and is gonna allow Matsu to get in here again. The drive impact. And I love that. Just because he countered it one time doesn't mean you have to take that out of your offensive arsenal. And he's gonna get the burnout as well.
And that was so expensive because YHC-Mochi responded with crouching medium punch, drive rush cancel, and got smoked with the DI.
Yeah. Oh, he got the hit. And now back to this zoning over here. So Matsu does have to find a way in, but just runs right in to the standing medium punch. What a good call out right there from YHC-Mochi.
I couldn't tell if that was a KO screen or not. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just saw purple. Oh. Already down pretty significantly in regards to the drive gauge. Matsu. I was gonna say, like, what was he gonna use to kind of get on in there, right? The drive rush, definitely the answer.
And that heavy kick does have that diagonal reach that her crouching heavy punch doesn't have. Obviously, just a lot longer startup. Too far away for the run slide. Oh, like no. Oh, and avoids the torso cleaver just barely. And now Matsu has to find a way back in, but at least has the drive gauge back.
Oh my God, what a way to stop. The down back fierce.
Yeah.
The big stop sign, not being able to teleport.
Yeah, YHC-Mochi read that perfect parry. And now is gonna get a big hit here. Got the level 3. And this should be able to do it here for YHC-Mochi, which will give him a 4-2 lead.
Damn. A substantial lead going into the rest of this set. He's going to need as many W's as possible because honestly, quite frankly, it's hard to see a Dhalsim do it. I would love to see YHC-Mochi progress, being able to represent himself as a player the way that he does from every single version of Street Fighter where he's picked Dhalsim.
Yeah, and again, it's just great to see because we are seeing character experts all over the place. I know I mentioned that before, but we're watching a Kimberly versus Dhalsim here in the top 16 of Esports World Cup.
You're damn right. We did have a handful of different Kimberlys, though, in comparison to Dhalsim.
True. All right, but look at this. YHC-Mochi, that zoning is just working out great. But there we go. And that was a punish counter, so got the run slide in time to catch the recovery of the fireball. Oh, no! It was the air reset hit. The dreaded air reset hit.
Now that I think about it, were there more Dhalsim players than Luke players?
I think so, actually, weird? Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Match point for YHC-Mochi, a little bit of side tidbit.
We were talking about how this might have be a match that we're going to go closer, but this now it's starting to look like this could just be another 5-2 that we're going to experience. Wow, a trade? The standing heavy kick. Catching Kimberly out of that. Very odd. It's like the very last few frames while she was starting to stand up.
Look at the activity coming in from YHC-Mochi, and Matsu actually able to thread past it. He's been very active with the floats, very active with the roundhouses to cover that ground, also active with the Yoga Comets. Matsu now trying to dash up in there again, but YHC-Mochi helped, was ready with a jump fierce.
And like I said, we've seen Matsu willing to try to go for those teleports, but it hasn't worked yet. But here we go. Doesn't want to go up for the air throw. That would have burned Matsu out, so he's just going to go into the level 3. The Bushin Ninja Star Cypher. Here we go. Ooh. Yep, can't press a button in between them, but he found the opportunity to press the button right there in between Matsu's buttons. He was trying to use that to maybe get on in there, walk forward, get a throw, or start more mix-up, steal some turns, but it's not gonna happen. YHC-Mochi does win it 5-2. And even on his expression there, it looked like he was just like, I felt bad I had to take out my fellow countrymen.
Nah, there was definitely a slight exchange between the two, and YHC-Mochi, he kind of rebutted a little bit. I don't think he feels bad at all.